Friends. Good morning. My name is Reverend Dr. Lee Hill, and I serve as the pastor of Christian Fellowship Congregational Church here in beautiful San Diego. We are indeed grateful for your presence here today, and we welcome you to the city of San Diego.
Thank you.
We are gathered here today representing the broad diversity of this beautiful country in which we live, God's country. We're gathered today on this chilly San Diego morning because we believe very deeply within our souls and within all of our being that love knows no borders. And what we believe is that it is incumbent upon people of faith, people of conscience, people whose moral compass has been tuned to the magnetic love of God above, to share that love across all borders. We come today to stand in prophetic witness with our sisters and brothers who have been on the move since October, traveling, trying to find home. We stand today against the militarization of our border. And we stand today to stand in protection to all migrants who are seeking refuge and safety. We have heard the prophetic call of love. And that call of love has brought us here today to bear witness to what is possible. This morning, we will hear from a number of different faith leaders representing various different religious traditions who have come here from all over this beautiful country to testify, to bear witness to God's transformative love. We come today in this beautiful diversity to demand upon our government to respect the right for migrants to seek asylum. We come today to demand of our government to end the militarization of border communities. We come today to demand that our government would end immigration detention and deportation and to defund ICE and CBP. The work we are doing today is work that represents a broad diversity of people. And we come today to bear witness to this truth, that love knows no borders. We will now hear from various speakers who will give testimony to their experience, to their call, and what has brought them here on this day. Brother Bobby. Oh, Brother Stan, I'm sorry. Brother Stan.
Okay, peña mate pe jam. Staminya chuhinya makopai wiskona. Bele hilekoe pognachi yawepi. Buenos días a todos, mi nombre es Stan Rodríguez y yo soy Pai Cumiay de Reserva aquí en San Diego. Ahlan wa sahlan. Good morning, everybody. My name is Stan Rodriguez. I'm from the San Isabel Reservation. And I'm a Kumyai, I'm a Ipai Kumyai. Our people, our nation is here in San Diego. And look across that border, our nation is on the other side too. Our people have been cut in half by the international border. And the people who have cut our nation in half are people who are children of immigrants who have come into this land. And what I'm saying is this: when we start to make decisions on who can and who cannot come, when we start to say that you're not good enough to be here, when you're this or you're that, what does that do? It divides all of us. Rather than coming together and celebrating, the diversity and sharing who we are with each other. Because in the end, we're all human beings. So I just wanted to say an opening prayer for everybody here who's come here. You know, all of you, your heart, your convictions, you believe in this. America en pau, Filipinya makamich peyi, nikatosh enya kawat iwit. Wiyu peyi nyep mat yukhan, nyep mat kwakhan. Set poking da di penya mat cake ne estewar. Wan pun ga onya, kuwu ga onya da akhan. Kuwu ga onya da. Niye. American set poking ya kwakme ya. Hamam Heno, Sekpo Kenya, Wampoja Onya, Sir, Sekpo Kenya, and Creator of all. I ask that you look down upon all of us who have come here from the four directions. Look down upon our hearts as we come here to say our words for the people who cannot speak right now. I ask that you bless the ones who have come, who are struggling. Bless the ones who are sick. Bless the ones who could not make it here. Bless the elders and bless the young ones who are looking for a better way of life. I ask that you touch the people whose minds are closed so that they will open up to see what is really going on, to see that they are no different than these people who are trying to come, that they were just like them. Open their hearts, open their minds, open their spirits. And I ask that you bless each and every person here at this time. I ask this in the name of the Creator. Llegan.
They won't silence us, would they? No. Friends, good morning. My name is Joyce Ashluni, and I am the General Secretary for the American Friends Service Committee. AFSC has been standing with migrants for over 100 years, and Quakers have been accompanying displaced people for even longer. In fact, AFSC accepted the Nobel Peace Prize in 1947 on behalf of Quakers worldwide for efforts including our work with refugees during and after the world wars. In the face of Trump's administration's violent rhetoric and policies, the American Friends Service Committee and people of many faiths are here to stand with border residents in prophetic witness against militarization and for the absolute protection of migrants seeking refuge and asylum. We stand with people of the migrant caravan who seek a chance to live in safety and peace. As a Quaker who believes in our shared humanity, and there is that of God in everyone, I am here to declare that every person has inherent worth and dignity.
Yes.
Yes. We are calling on the United States government to respect the human rights of migrants, end the militarization of border communities, and end the detention and deportation of immigrants. This is America.
Yeah.
Not this. This is America. The America of hope. The America of love. The America of dignity. In this season of light, let's open our hearts and meet the migrants seeking refuge with generosity and kindness. Love knows no borders. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Pedro Rios. I'm the director of the U.S.-Mexico Border Program for the American Friends Service Committee. For many years, we've been coming to this park to share what is a sacred act of friendship. We have witnessed how families arrive here and they see their loved ones bisected by a border fence. We have struggled to ensure that there's access to this park, that people are able to see their loved ones and to meet with dignity. We have also seen the testimony of those families who have been separated, who have been traumatized by policies that inflict so much pain upon our community. The arrival of troops to our border communities, the policies that attempt to limit how someone can claim asylum in this country, the policies that tend to obstruct those who are seeking to reunite with loved ones, the policies that separate small children from their parents. These are immoral policies. And that's why when we make the call to say, love knows no borders, it's a call to say that we bring forward members of faith communities representing a diverse mixture of faith traditions who are calling to question that immorality. They are bringing with them the entire community that they hold and are confronting that immorality by suggesting that a simple act of love, which is a motion, as we say within the AFSE, love was the first motion. And then if love was the first motion, then it should be our guiding force today and as we move forward, as we seek justice. I am heartened to see so many who have responded to this call. This is a park, as I mentioned, where we have held events such as the Posada Sin Fronteras. This is events have been held that nurture the friendship, which should really be the basis of any security. Yes. I thank you all for being here. I thank all of our friends, all of our relatives who are here today. Yes. As we move together in this journey. Today, which is International Human Rights Day, we launch a week of action, and around the country, over 50 events have been planned that will end on December 18th, which is International Migrants Day, to show the force and the power of love, a love that knows no borders. Thank you.
My name's Macho David Innocent. I'm an asylum seeker from Uganda. I welcome everybody here. I would like to share with you that indeed it's not easy for somebody to leave his or her home country without any justifiable reason. But a situation where somebody finds that home has become too bad that he cannot be able to stay there, you find that you have to seek refuge elsewhere. So I would love to share and share solidarity with the members who are here and everybody who is the other side of the border, that we need to cooperate and stand with our brothers so that we appeal to the government in the United States to respect the United Nations Convention on the observation of the obligations and rights of the asylum seekers and refugees. We know that the Bible says, like the religion in which I belong, that love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you cannot claim that you are in love with in God when you cannot love the person whom you see. So I would appeal to our brothers and sisters who are in the administration to take up this challenge so that we can embrace our brothers, because we know that perfect love knows no boundaries. I thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you all. In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. My name is Imam Omar Solomon from Yahin Institute for Islamic Research, as well as Faith Forward Dallas. I come to you from Texas, where we have children that are in cages in McAllen. And I saw those children in those warehouses where glasses and tires used to be, that are now part of one of the most profitable slave trading, government trafficking operations that exist in the world today. And in Tornillo, Texas, where people are in tents, that sought asylum and refuge, where we were told they will only be there for about 2 or 3 months, and it continues to grow. And when a group of us, pastors and imams, went to that camp, the children asked for our prayers, and all that they asked for was that we pray for their moms. And we had a hard time driving back home, recognizing that it's our government that has traumatized these children, our government that has terrorized these people. Make no mistake about it, these people were suffocated long before they were hit with tear gas.
Yes.
We stand in a place where war crimes were committed by our government.
Yes.
And they were committed because they said that 4 border agents were hit by rocks. Those are the same pathetic excuses that have been made to maim 10,060 Palestinians at the border of Gaza.
Yes.
We keep on being told that we have to make a choice between violence and decency. That we have to make a choice between upholding the dignity of every human being or upholding the power structures that continue to oppress here and all around the world, while still touting around this title of the freest nation in the world. We already had the largest mass incarcerated population in the world, and we introduced this heresy named ICE, which continues to put people in this trafficking operation.
Yes.
We stand here today because these people have a right to asylum.
Yes.
It's in the document that we supposedly celebrate today, and we are sick and tired of the militarization of the border, the militarization of our police officers,
like a real
and
doorway.
continue.
They're putting up the missing children. So here's where there's 2 sides of this. There's a wall also in between, in the middle here. Let's see if I can't get a good shot for you guys. Get in there. It's military on the other side. There we go. I'll cruise down on the side. Okay.
Now with all of these writings on the right here, when
Yeah.
you look at it the other way, it's a flag upside down.
Oh wow.
And it says lies.
Lies.
Yes, so when we turn back the other way, you're gonna start to see the flag. And then you're gonna see where it says lies right here. So there's the upside down.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it actually says lies. And then the flag. That's amazing art.
Right? You guys see that? Wow. Justice lies in the United States flag. Kind of reminds me of Tiger Swan.
To fund, to either bomb children overseas or fund those that do, because they continue to uphold our interests. We stand here today because, yes, a nation must protect its
This wall
borders,
says it all.
but more importantly, a nation must protect
Berlin
its soul.
Wall.
And that's why we're here tonight. I want to call up.
And every message, every one of these has a message on top of a message. Justice lies. Justified lies. So Cruz out. That way. Oh, did you? To the sand? Which way? There's people on both sides, as you can see, this border. I'm gonna go down that way, sis.
Okay.
And so they said the honoring of Homeland Security on that side. It's almost business as usual. Everyone's used to the wall here. There's a lot of media here. We're right on the hey, Alonzo. How's it going? Alright. Myron, I know. How you been?
Alright. I got a little sick. I was actually going back to lay down. It's like baby feeders, right? Marching or something.
Yeah, they're willing to go to jail. They're going to go to jail, actually. That's what they said. And they look like they're close. Well, how far away? Can you see them?
There's a clump of them over there.
Oh yeah, there they are, way down there. Yeah, there's actually a large group. There's a large group of faith leaders coming down, and they're going to get arrested. You guys talk to these guys? They won't talk to you? Hey, Border Patrol, did you guys know no one's illegal on stolen land? Yay! He did look. No one's illegal on Indian land. Remember that.
Defensas de migrantes. Y salieron de lo que se conoce como el Parque de la Amistad, de Friendship Park, aquí en playas de Tijuana, del lado mexicano, e Imperial Beach de Estados Unidos. Y bueno, lo que ellos anunciaron fue una marcha para llegar hasta este cerco que me encuentro ahorita, que es el muro fronterizo, y entregar una ofrenda a líderes religiosos que están de este lado de la frontera, al sur del cerco. Aquí vemos ya algunos integrantes. Está Casa Madre Asunta, está la Casa de Apoyo al Migrante, está el Ejército de Salvación, que integran la coalición pro defensa del migrante. Ellos de este lado del cerco van a recibir esta ofrenda, y la idea es que estos líderes religiosos van a llegar hasta este punto del cerco y se van a acercar aquí. El problema, como ya ven aquí, es que hay un buen número de agentes de la patrulla fronteriza que ya los están esperando, y no muy amistosos, digamos. Traen cascos, traen bocinas para dar instrucciones, traen palos, algunos traen, no se alcanzan a ver ahorita desde aquí, pero traen palos, y también traen estas bolsas que traen colgada aquí en la cintura. Aquí la pueden ver. En estas bolsas que traen, unos verdes, unos negras, es donde traen estas latas de gas lacrimógeno. Y bueno, los religiosos o los líderes de grupos religiosos todavía están retirados de este punto del cerco, están más o menos tal vez a 1 milla. Van a caminar, ya están en la playa, van a caminar desde ese punto hasta esta parte del cerco. Y bueno, yo lo que les quiero anunciar es que vamos a hacer una transmisión en vivo en cuanto este grupo llegue aquí, a este punto de la frontera. Nos comentan de aquí del lado mexicano que van a llegar a este cerco que tiene este alambre con punta, y lo van a cruzar porque la idea y la intención es llegar hasta el muro fronterizo. El problema es que entre el cerco que van a cruzar, el primer cerco, y el muro fronterizo, pues está este contingente de agentes de la patrulla fronteriza que se ve están dispuestos a impedir que lleguen hasta acá. Y podemos contar 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Son por lo menos 20 agentes de la patrulla fronteriza. Ahí los ven con estas pistolas que disparan balas de goma, con estas bolsas donde traen las latas de gas, con cascos, con palos, con bocinas, altavoces, dispuestos a impedir que se acerquen al muro fronterizo. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Yo me conecto en un ratito, porque todavía les falta como 1 milla para llegar hasta aquí. Y en cuanto lleguen me voy a estar conectando para que estén pendientes y puedan ver qué pasa, ¿no? Si hay una acción por parte de los agentes de la patrulla fronteriza contra líderes religiosos que vienen en son de paz, sin ninguna mala intención, sin ninguna afán de hacer daño ni de violar leyes, sino lo único que quieren es acercarse al muro fronterizo y entregar una ofrenda y decir que bueno, que para el amor y ante los ojos de Dios pues no hay fronteras. Es la intención, es el objetivo. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Yo me conecto en un ratito en cuanto lleguen hasta aquí este grupo, que es bastante numeroso. También les comento que con el grupo viene mi compañera Yaosca Machado, que también nos va a informar cómo se viene desarrollando esta marcha. Y en un ratito yo les cuento, ya que lleguen a este punto, qué es lo que pasa.
To share a few words as well.
They got a clear shot.
Abraham was a migrant. Moses was a migrant. Yes. Jesus was a migrant. Yes. Muhammad was a migrant. Yes. So how can I not stand with these people who are migrating away from oppressive conditions that we played a large part in creating? If we look at the root causes of this crisis. Brothers and sisters, it's high time that we come together to bring our voices to bear, to bring our hearts and our spirits to bear on these problems, because something has to change. We cannot go down the path that we have been going down and just cut and paste. cut and paste Afghanistan, Somalia, Yemen, or Vietnam. We cannot continue down this path. And we have to let our fellow Americans know, out of love and compassion, that when we start spending the $760 billion that we spend to bomb
military choppers on the other side.
Start spending the money that we're spending to
so
create
there's a
this
faith
gulag of
base
detention
group
centers. We start
coming down
spending
right
that
there.
money to bring clean energy, to bring sustainable farming, to bring policies that prioritize the upliftment of humanity as opposed to the destruction of humanity.
They're going to go to jail. A faith-based group. They're about a mile out, a half a mile out. Large group of them. That guy got in my way. We were going to go on the other side this morning, but man, it takes a long time to cross the border. There they are, the faith-based group. Right. It's kind of hard to see them.
A militarized border, because people would love to stay in their beautiful homeland and not come here in the first place.
Trust these guys, I'm trying to shoot somebody.
Good morning, my name is Reverend Dr. Lucia Harris, and I am co-chair with Reverend Dr. William Barber of the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for
They're on the other side of that cone farther down.
And I stand here today
Quarter, I would say a quarter of a mile out.
as a granddaughter
This guy
of
moves to the
undocumented
side, I'll
immigrants,
zoom in, you guys will be able to see.
as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter.
They're halfway here,
I stand.
so we'll be able to see. Now, what are you seeing a guy from? What are you seeing a guy from? There's nothing you can say to me. You told them no one will lose them. Pretty quiet on this side. There's several people that's gathered. There's actually quite a bit of people. Sister, you speak English?
Bueno, ahí arriba.
You guys are aware of what's going on this side? Okay. So she's aware that her sisters and the preachers are coming.
I'm here in a season of Advent.
From it looks here, several hundred of them. She's aware, and she's here to show support as well. closer. Wow, there's quite a bit. Okay. I'm going to try to get you guys a closer view of the churches that are coming up. The faith-based actually group that's coming in right now. Let's see if we can get a good shot here.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Bienvenidos. Regresamos aquí desde el muro en la frontera entre México y Estados Unidos.
There we go. Okay. Come on.
Pues hace unos momentos.
They're right there in the back.
Caravana de activistas de los Estados Unidos que
there they
pretenden
are.
acercarse al
In the
muro.
background. This is a faith-based group. They're coming in, and they're also starting to gather on the Mexican side.
A unos 50 unos kilómetros y medio aproximadamente hacia el muro, y bueno, esto ha provocado el despliegue de la Border Patrol, la policía y la Guardia Costera.
Quite a bit of people. There's quite a bit of, if you guys can see in the background, there's a lot of people coming in. There they go, see, there they are. There's faith-based people right there coming in. Group of them way down about a quarter of a mile out, and you have Homeland Security, Border Patrol here to meet them. They're actually going to make a political statement, and they're going to go to jail. As Border Patrol prepares for them, you got a secondary fence up. What are you thinking, Susie?
I don't know. I'm worried about what's going to happen to even the faith-based group that's coming in. As you can see, this guy right here, he picks up the stick, and what is he going to do with that stick? You know, he's just...
Al parecer los activistas han sido interceptados por
I'm just worried about even on the ones coming from the American side, what they're going to do.
Lo único que pretenden es manifestar su solidaridad con los inmigrantes centroamericanos que se encuentran parados en Tijuana
they're told, they're following orders. Look at those guns.
Yeah, look at the guns.
Look at the guns. They're giving out guns now. Like, really, are they going to really shoot all of these Christians that are coming?
They're going to start with tear gas first.
That's the worst. I was injured from tear gas and standing up. I'll never get my vision back. In my right eye, basically, they might as well call me blind in my right eye. So, and there was tear gas. Tear gas did that to me. As well as our sister Sophia, she lost her whole arm. From devices that they use that they say is less than lethal. But what's less than lethal?
So many people got injured.
I just hope it doesn't get as crazy.
Hey brother, ain't no one illegal on stolen land.
Las autoridades de los Estados Unidos se lo permiten. Estamos transmitiendo desde Tijuana, en el muro de los Estados Unidos y México.
This is getting kind of sketchy. So the people are, there's a military helicopter over the top of them as they're coming. They're about a quarter mile out, and it looks like several hundred people actually. I can't see. I can see the left side. I can't see the right side because of the mist.
La fila está hasta aquí. Pues hablan que es un millar aproximadamente de activistas que salieron de Chulavista con la intención de alcanzar el muro y manifestar su solidaridad a los inmigrantes americanos, centroamericanos. Y son americanos también ellos. Todos somos, toda América, desde Alaska hasta la Patagonia. Regresamos en cualquier momento desde aquí, desde el muro entre los Estados Unidos y México. Muy buenos días.
Yes. I'm gonna go back, guys. Leave it back so you can see. This is closer to the. Huh? Hey. Hey, John. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good seeing you. I guess all the people who are way down there.
Yeah, I see them.
Yeah.
I was sharing with Lorenzo. Lorenzo, right?
Yeah, Lorenzo.
Yeah, I came up with the Gulf through cartel area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was that?
It's sketchy. And I'm not little either, so you know I stick out. But yeah, I documented through there the drone and cartel area, and then Mexico City, and then you know all the way to here. But I don't have my shirt on. It's the Eagle and the Condor prophecy. That's why we were there to witness and share with our relatives around any country, you know why we were here. But this is just an escalated Standing Rock. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
the same helicopter probably was at Standing Rock.
Same helicopter.
What do you think when you see it?
What I'm seeing, I don't know. I helped a couple of people out there from like Tijuana and been having a hard time. Like there was this one dude, he was in detention for 6 months. Like he's got a wife and kids back home, and like he's from Ontario, California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who like got dumped here. They've never even like been to Tijuana in their life, you know.
Right.
But you know, they're like, they don't know what to do. On top of the people that are coming in.
Did you interview the vets?
I haven't yet.
The American vets that were deported. Yeah, they're actually here.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to wake up with them yet. I got a little sick a couple days ago. I ate something weird.
Oh, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, so I guess the tear gas is coming this way. And,
Yeah, I did. You know what? And I didn't even expect. I got protection too, but the guy's watching me. I told him no one's illegal on stolen land. The guy in the mask on.
Yeah, he's been watching everybody pretty intently. I guess I'll just load up his tear gas and answer it.
If it comes, I'm just gonna have to take it and document it.
Yeah, it's not the first time.
No. That group is almost here, guys. But yeah, I think I got a little bit of immunity to it. I don't want to say I do. I don't know how strong theirs is.
Just don't touch your face.
Yeah. And I didn't want to bring anything with me so it didn't look like I was trying to enhance a riot. You know how they try to.
Yeah, because they see that as an escalation.
Right?
I don't know if there's supposed to be people going this way.
Yeah, it's getting more. There's getting more and more people. But this guy's like straight up eyeballing.
Yeah. I'm not getting any signal right here.
Yeah. I went to the top and came down. That's the trick. Then come down with your signal. It's really hard where we're at today, man. What we're seeing, what we're witnessing. Standing Rock was just a preview to the movie. This is the movie. This is escalated to another authoritarian. They just wanted to see what they could do over there and how they could get away with legally. Right. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, it was practice. I mean, they were using that to train police forces all over the country. Domestic insurgencies.
Yeah, right.
shot down.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I don't see anybody. We got missiles, but they don't got.
Well, I didn't want to be the no fight.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to be that guy. Wasn't for the drone. We never got shot. I'm not the drone guy. Yeah. They're waiting for those. And this is a trip. This is all church-based people. We were supposed to go on the other side. I got asked if I would go over there, but I was like, no. You know, I think this kind of reminds me of the clergy that came and Mormon. There's several Catholic, Protestants.
Iraq veterans get support in this way. I think some common defense people too.
Yeah.
Veterans for peace.
Well, they've got seismic out here too.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, sonar. I mean, when I was firefighting, they had that 20 years ago.
Yeah.
With the border patrol. We have everything. You know, night, day, heat, same equipment we use at night and we use during the day.
Probably have drones out here too.
I betcha.
Yeah, that military helicopter that's been circling around. They got one that I think was a police force.
Farther back, there's two of them above on this side. And we're back there. So I'm going to show you guys behind us, the beach behind us. And look at this. This is kind of normal, almost feels normal. We've got people fishing right here. On the Mexican side. And while that's happening, you have many people gathered here because many know what's going to be happening on the U.S. side. The media is up on top of the hill. You have these guys over here, Homeland Security. Yeah, I saw that. They're secondary vents. Trying to find a good spot where you guys can see this. The consulting wire is on the other side. The group is approaching closer. They're about 1/8 of a mile away. Again, take a minute to share, guys. You have a faith-based group walking on the U.S. side towards the border. What we understand is that they're coming to make a political statement and they're going to get arrested. What we're seeing on between the border and the Mexican border, there's a little zone where they're standing, the military, and in that zone, they've got their canisters ready for their tear gas, and then you also have a few of them pointed towards the Mexican side.
feeling I'm a rookie when it brings up that. Basic training skills. Yeah. The whole time I use it. People out here with their small dog. They can't be all the roads and it starts to make
Yeah, they're actually painting right there. Painting the wall. A bunch of little kids. Yeah, there's a spot where you can actually put your camera. There's no the faith driven group is look like they're approaching a lot closer now. Guys, look behind the people. There's I say at least 200, but again I can't tell. It's hard to tell in the mist. From the front, it looks around 200 people. Oh yeah. They're trying to zoom in on the weapons that they're using, guys. So we've got to be aware of what type of weapons they're going to be using as they see the attack on the women, the children, and the runners, or the migrants that were running from the tear gas the last time. We have a friend who's a journalist that was actually in that line of fire. He stood there like a warrior, and he took all of the tear gas, and he stood there as steady as he could with the live feet, and got amazing footage. You can hear him coughing and just choking, but he, I was like, he said the only thing was he wasn't used to it, so he thought he was gonna die. He didn't know he couldn't breathe. But they're preparing. They're definitely preparing.
It's one thing, it's like if we get sprayed, they're all getting sprayed too.
Yeah, the wind is kind of blowing our way though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they're gonna shoot forward. It's gonna go back on them. It's gonna come back on us.
That's their mask in their pouch, tear gas mask?
Yeah, and they've got those little like mortar tube type things that are shooting from.
Yeah.
This guy over here in the military,
that guy right there in Ford.
Yeah. I'm guessing you probably have some people out there with live rounds perched up here too.
And they're loading up. It's interesting how they have like paintball guns of tear gas. It's like guys sit around and just create shit up and say, hey, let's see how we can get the most lethal weapon in one round.
Yeah. And on the one hand, it's definitely more directional. It's less likely to spray other people. But it's
part of our crazy crew, right? Yeah. So they're starting to appear. The group is getting closer and closer as more people approach. Are you guys from here? Yeah. What do you think about what you're seeing? The militarization. Is it this way daily or especially these days? Probably for the administration. This is, you know, that's all a church based.
Yeah,
yeah.
Somebody told us earlier.
Yeah, but from my understanding, you have to be here for national security. I don't see how it can really be a threat, especially with this military bag.
Yeah. You guys are aware of why people are fleeing from the other countries? Are you guys aware from El Salvador, Guatemala? Yeah. Have you been to the camps?
No, I'm gonna visit there today.
All right, guys, the group is getting closer. You can see the military helicopter over the distance. I gotta find a bigger hall here. This guy, he keeps wiggling his fingers, you know, like he's ready.
He's itching for it.
This guy right here, I'm going to show you guys. He keeps wiggling his fingers. Like I want to get a good shot of him.
What's up, everyone? This is Lorenzo with Unicorn Riot. We're here on the Mexico side of the U.S.-Mexico border in Tijuana. We're looking across to the United States side towards San Diego. We're looking north. As you can see, there's a group of Border Patrol sort of gathered there, and a few press. You can't see past them. There's about 100 or so, what I'm understanding, faith leaders who are currently marching to this side in solidarity with the migrants who are stuck in stasis here in Tijuana, Mexico. And so we're bringing you here live. Again, this is Unicorn Riot. Thanks for joining us on Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, and Livestream. We're going to just keep this feed here. It's kind of hard to focus through the fence. You see there's different layers. If you've been following along with our coverage early on, we were on the other side of this fence. And so up ahead, you can kind of look on the right of your screen. Maybe left, I don't know. Well, the opposite side of the ocean, how's that? And you can see a little bit of razor wire maybe at 30 yards from where I'm at or so. And it kind of ends where this clump of Border Patrol are at. If the faith leaders cross that line, they'll be arrested. And from what I'm understanding, from what I've been told by people who are on this side, that's probably what their goal is, to just show solidarity by marching here. So I can see them moving. You probably can't. You will be able to see them here in a little bit. Again, thanks for joining us on UnicornRiot.Ninja. We are live here. So all these people are standing in the water. I'm standing in the water right now too. It's like the only way I can get an okay shot. And so the ocean is cold. There have been reports of people trying to swim across, people climbing across, and so on. And now you have this group of faith leaders. Now I think you can make out. You have these people in the red shirt on the right came with a group, and they're just on the other side of all of that press.
Esta caravana, miembros de la Iglesia Católica de San Diego, los que vienen al frente.
So you can see the press running out now. faith leaders are.
Hasta ahí van a poder avanzar. Ya no se les permitirá tocar el muro. La Iglesia Católica pues ha sido una de las más comprometidas con el pueblo migrante. Algunos migrantes con los que Meridiano ha hablado han dicho de que a lo largo de Guatemala y México los primeros que salieron a dar ayuda fueron los hermanos de la Iglesia Católica. Y muchos de ellos acompañaron a la caravana desde la frontera con Guatemala hasta Tijuana para llevarles medicinas y alimentos.
The only thing I'm hearing, we can see a lot of press and the people that have gathered. Now they're stopped, and I'm not sure if it's a discussion or what's going on, but they're stopped right there, and we'll see what happens from here. But again, this is live right now, and thanks for joining us. I can't show you right now. You can see this one officer is looking towards us. There's a line of Border Patrol to the right as well, looking towards the U.S.-Mexico border, watching the people on this side. So you have people on the other side, and just not really as many people on this side, on the Mexico side, but there's definitely maybe 100 folks. You can see they kind of spread out to the I'm not sure if it's the right of the screen, but away from the ocean, on the other side of the fencing.
No entregarán nada,
I can see there's more faith leaders over there. So the Border Patrol looks like they're moving up and saying something. I cannot exactly hear what they're saying, but they're over there.
El futuro de los inmigrantes norteamericanos que se encuentran parados desde hace varias semanas aquí en Tijuana puede ser de incertidumbre para ellos. No es lo único. No hay más, no hay violencia, únicamente una jornada de oración para pedir que los inmigrantes sean escuchados, que se abra el corazón de las autoridades de los Estados Unidos, que ellos puedan entrar porque lo único que quieren es trabajo.
Again, I see there's some sort of conversation happening. If you're on the air, you might be able to find that conversation. There's Border Patrol with megaphones and walking around. And again, Border Patrol aimed at us. Some with looks like different sorts of rifles, from 40mm grenade launchers, and probably tear gas tubes. This guy right here who's walking the frame has what looks like a 5.56 sort of AR-style rifle he's walking around with. And they have also sidearms. So there's a variety of different weaponry that Border Patrol has on them, including lethal and what's so-called less lethal items as well. You can see there's pepper spray launchers and pepper ball launchers as well. see that. Looks like they're taking turns, different faith leaders speaking to the Border Patrol. There's poured water on the ground. Must may have been some sort of water ceremony or prayer over the water. The Border Patrol's putting their arms out, sort of again forming a line. They don't want people to cross. From my understanding, once they cross that sort of line made by razor wire there, is federal land, and they're allowed to initiate arrests on U.S. citizens who cross the
helicópteros que no han dejado de sobrevolar territorios más fronterizas desde la madrugada.
Very common as well. They have their own, the state, federal government usually has their own AV teams out here documenting what's going on as well. Just taking a look around there, but again, I'm Lorenzo, I'm your host here right now. We have Andrew on the back end and a few other people in the organization running different aspects of our platform here for you. So thanks for joining us on live stream, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.
Un acto de presencia y oración de solidaridad para los inmigrantes tanto mexicanos como centroamericanos en Tijuana con el propósito de
different prayers, different faith leaders pray before, from my understanding, their plans to walk towards the border wall. Again, we don't know if that'll actually happen. That's what people are talking about on this side. Different people around me have overheard the conversations. And so right now we are just live here, seeing what's going to happen. I have you placing it. I have our live stream feed just sort of in the fence. That's what you're seeing right now. You're looking through the border fence. Looks like they're getting the megaphone ready. There's one of the police officers with the megaphone brought up to his mouth. Didn't look like he said anything. They're trying to wave from back to the left here, trying to get the press off the beach. It looks like just the water. It looks like they're giving a warning of some sort. The gentleman with the megaphone, I heard the word warning come out. Couldn't really make out the rest of it. And behind him, so it's projecting in the opposite direction.
Caminó por la playa, trecho que utilizan algunos habitantes de los Estados Unidos para practicar equitación, y ya pues ya se acercó hasta a unos metros del muro.
Most of the faith leaders are a little bit across that line, and they're just standing now. Their arms this cross in front of them, so a few of them very sort of non-confrontational, but they are standing their ground. It looks like they were given some sort of warning, but nobody really reacted to it. The gentleman with the megaphone is he's radioing some information in. And we have a line of more Border Patrol that showed up to the right of us. Again, I'm not going to show you that right now. I want to keep us focused here. It's really hard to focus these different layers of fencing, so I'm going to kind of keep this shot for a while. But I'll let you know that to the right of us, there is, I don't know, maybe like 20 or 30 more Border Patrol of different armaments, along with police officers. I can tell by the markings on their jackets. That's what I'm saying. It's the person in front of me that says police, U.S. Border Patrol, police, and so I don't see anyone but Border Patrol out here. Though some of the markings do say police on them, and above them it says Border Patrol. So those are mostly CBP. A lot of people. If you can look to the right, all those people lining the other side of the fence are supporters that came along as well. Standing with these faith leaders who are now just kind of holding their ground. Looks like they had some prayers and now the CBP is bringing up more people now. You can see that they have different canisters tied to them. And as they walk up, it gets those white streaks around that person's waist, kind of lost it behind there. But I assume that's either tear gas or some sort of a concussion grenade that they're holding on to in case they have to use them. I can see pepper ball launchers, 40mm grenade launchers, and 5.56 style rifles with red dot sights. In this case, they got to use that, I guess. And a lot of different sidearms. You can see the pouches on the sides are tear gas pouches, gas mask holders. Alright, so they're making orders now. Now the Border Patrol has made it's a layered line now. It's a layer of one of the
La iglesia comprometida con los hermanos migrantes.
One in the front, and then it looks like 2 or 3 or 4 layers of CBP staggered in lines. It just looks like they're standing on the ground, and they're all moving forward. Now they're trying to move back. They're pushing them back right now. They're yelling, move back. You can see the faith leaders talking to them. They just arrested somebody, they pulled them out of the crowd. Oh, they grabbed someone, they look like they're arresting, detaining somebody on the left there. I don't know if you can see them. They're going to be bringing them across the frame right now. 2 people. One, obviously, faith leader is being walked out right now. There's some cheering going on from this side. There's 2 at least detainments, arrests, people being locked away. Other people on the other side are now holding all their hands up, still holding their ground. They were pushed back by the CBP. You can hear people cheering them on. Again, the faith leaders are still holding the ground, just hands up. Just they're not moving forward, but they're not moving back. The CBP did push them back, and then they arrested 2 people out of the group. Now it looks like again they're holding their ground, and we'll see what happens. Again, we're in Tijuana. We are filming from Tijuana, Mexico, looking into the United States. The Border Patrol pushes back a group of faith leaders that marched here in solidarity with the migrants who are currently being denied the right to walk up and declare asylum. We have another person who's been arrested. You hear them yelling, move, move. The faith leaders have their hands up, being pushed back. Very non-violent, just very non-violent style, just holding their space, trying to hold it together as the Border Patrol pushes them back, chanting, move, move, move. A Border Patrol officer moving along, pointing at people, pointing out people. Now it looks like the faith leaders have taken a knee and are kneeling down in front of them, still holding their space. Border Patrol is moving back. It looks like they pushed them past that line that I think is the line they wanted to push them past. Now they're kind of just standing there as the faith leaders are kneeling before them. They're moving forward. Looks like they grab somebody out of the crowd. Multiple things, so I apologize when I go quiet. I'm just kind of running a different camera as well. You can see the Border Patrol doing another announcement of some sort. If you do want people to see this, please like and share it out there. We are a non-for-profit organization, so we don't have any sort of advertisements or anything. You are our reach. So thanks a lot to everyone who does that and shares it out. Also, make sure to follow our feeds if you want to see more stuff like this. We have been in Tijuana now for a few weeks. We also have a crew who is in Greece who brought you some coverage from there. You can check out our website, unicornriot.net, to see the different stories we're currently following. And thanks a lot to our supporters to keep us on the ground here. Again, we are in Tijuana, Mexico. We are looking towards the United States right now through the border fence, which has been fortified with razor wire, different chain link fences to try to take care of these gaps that we're looking through right now. A group of faith leaders has marched up to show solidarity with the migrants who are being sort of stopped from being allowed to apply for asylum. I can explain that a little bit further later. Right now, we're kind of going to focus on this.
So far, 3 U.S. citizens
detained. Here in solidarity, saying there's a human right for humans to apply for asylum anywhere they wish, any country they wish. And right now, we've seen them march up, be pushed back by the Border Patrol. We saw the Border Patrol at least detain 3 people, arrest them. I assume, I don't know if they'll be released or what's going on, but they were walked off, out of frame, up the hill. So right now, we're just going to wait here and see what happens. Again, thanks for joining us. Thanks for just your continued support. And this is basically the continuing migrant caravan here, people trying to show support. And this is what we're seeing on the beach of the Pacific Ocean, just south of San Diego. We're just north of Tijuana, and that's where we're at right now, is Tijuana, Mexico. So again, just giving you that information. So the Border Patrol's moved back up. They formed another kind of like line, and it's just another standoff. Again, the standoff is Border Patrol armed with a variety of weaponry, from 5.56 rifles to less lethal weaponry. It looks like the faith leaders are on their knees and then so get up and inch forward again, and they start moving forward again. And so like I said, their intention was to come here and show solidarity, take space and hold it. And it looks like that's what they're doing very intently, as the Border Patrol continues to try to push them back and has pulled out a few of them and arrested them. I'm standing in water. So yeah, I'm gonna keep staying live here. I might have to do a bunch of stuff in a second to keep all my batteries going. I probably have a good 20-30 minutes before I have to do that. When that happens, the stop will get a little weird. We have a helicopter coming over now. So again, there's been a lot of helicopters, like constant helicopters along the borderline. It's a very surreal sort of thing. You have this the Border Patrol, you have the faith leaders, and you have the ocean rolling in constantly, the roar of the waves. And if it wasn't for this wall sitting here and sort of this event, it would be a very beautiful, beautiful area. It would be it's very striking. But then you have the wall, you have this fencing, you have lights, you have helicopters, you have people with masks wearing having guns. You don't want the other people to cross this line. And so that is it. He's doing another announcement here. Border Post really know what they can do at this point. I'll give you another announcement right there. I know you can't see. I'm doing my best to try to explain everything. You can see the person kind of pacing back and forth with a megaphone. It's a white sort of thing on his waist. And he keeps making announcements with it. But right now, I think they can't do much. It's like wave. And again, the faith leaders have sort of inched forward here and there. And there's already been 3 what look like arrests.
Oh no, it's nothing worse than that. Oh, they're saying illegal gathering and all that shit. It's not. It's just a law. Oh, look at the trees. It's like they're really more like crazy yellow. See how the yellow dust is?
la zona centro, en este camión de valores que se encuentra aquí, ubicando valores que se encuentra aquí.
Joe! Come on, Joe!
que ese grupito se retire. Un poquito. Mohammed, you know what the Bible is?
Bueno amigos, muy buenas tardes, gracias por estar en sintonía y seguiremos al pendiente ante cualquier eventualidad que pueda suceder aquí en playas de Tijuana. Muchas gracias.
Buenos días nuevamente, lectores y seguidores de la Jornada Baja California. Nos encontramos en playas de Tijuana frente a la manifestación del lado americano en favor de los migrantes. Como reportamos en los últimos dos videos, esta manifestación fue organizada por miembros de la sociedad civil, por miembros de comunidades religiosas y ONGs en favor de los derechos de los migrantes. Hace algunos momentos se dio un
ya fueron arrestadas
state park. This is the California State Park they're in. But this area right here where you're seeing this border patrol is federal land. And so while it's a California
We're ready for us to have a prayer circle. So we will continue to back up as we face this wall, this unjust wall, made up for
Los agentes de la patrulla fronteriza hicieron una línea para impedir el paso hacia el muro fronterizo por la playa de San Diego. Les repito, este es del lado de Estados Unidos.
Look like this side.
This wall must come down. 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 This wall must come down.
Podemos ver a personas adultos, sacerdotes, reverendos y líderes de diferentes religiones quienes están apoyando a los migrantes en Tijuana. A todos los que están presentes se les indicó que serían arrestados por parte de la patrulla fronteriza.
Solamente cuando lo bajen, igual ya están retirando, ya están en la línea, pero cuando lo bajen, te avisas para bajar a ver qué son de cada vez. Los sonidos no sean notas. I have no idea.
Ya está. Ya está lo que buscaban. Está lo que puta, vas a decir.
Cuando la bota ya mejor baja este güey, tienes que tomarte como la baja la cámara, ya baja.
Yeah, right now too, if you want to see our recurring donor sort of fundraising drive we have till the end of the year, we just got it on, you can look at the link on Twitter right now, at @UR_ninja, and also if you follow us on Facebook, and if you don't follow us on Facebook, hit that follow button. You can, or like that button, I think it's like, you know, we just post that in the chat there, so if you want to click on that, you can go look and see our recurring donor drive, decide what feels best to you. I think we have gifts for people, I think at the lowest level is like $4 maybe, you know, so we're not asking, we understand that right now it's hard to kind of give, so we do want to give thank yous to whatever level, even if it's not a lot. So let's take a look, decide what feels best, and then just decide what feels best. Help us out, you know. And right now we have people in Greece who've been providing coverage, and right now we have somebody here in Tijuana. It's me, Lorenzo, and we've had teams here, I think, for about 3 weeks, on and off. You can look back at different coverage of what we've done. We've done a lot of like going through the migrant camps, so speaking of different migrants. So it's seeing the development and sort of organization of these different refugee camps. So that's what they look like. And there's been a lot of press about these camps from the United States, sort of like demonizing them. But also, if you go to the United States, there's camps there. Like after the campfire, there was a camp outside of Walmart, I think it was a Chico camp, where the same things are going on. And what it really is, everything that's being demonized is just like people being forced to live outside in unsanitary conditions. That's what happens when people are being forced to live outside in unsanitary conditions. Like people get sick, sickness is spread. That is not unusual. That is actually common. That's why people have developed societies where they get to live inside in houses and so on and so forth, and water is sanitary. It's really simple. It's not, I don't know. It's very confusing for me when I see all this stuff happen, when it's just like, you know, that's why, you know, there's like a whole development of water resources to stop the spread of like sickness, you know, like that was like science, took science for that. Anyways, it's insane. Anyways, it bothers me but just look it up and also just realize that people are going through similar things in the United States, as different homeless camps exist in the United States, houseless camps, and also like camps that after people have lost their homes, like what happened up in the campfire, and are being like living outside, there are sicknesses going through there, just because of the conditions that they're being forced to live in. Or they're living in. Yeah, there's multi-faith. There's probably like 30 people who are arrested.
Put this on you?
Yeah, that's fine.
This is Lorenzo.
I'm with.
Come out.
Right.
Can you bring us up to speed?
Sure. Like, we've been live for maybe about an hour and a half. Since that time, we saw a group of faith leaders. We heard from people here too on the beach, and there were multiple faith leaders. They marched up to the fence. Their goal was to come up to the fence. The Border Patrol formed a line to stop them, eventually forming a line to push them back, doing the old move, and physically pushing them back. The faith leaders held their ground, linked arms, eventually were pulled out of the group and started to be arrested. Initially, there was like 3 arrests. At that point, the faith leaders sat down and kneeled down and stopped moving, and the police started to arrest more and more of them. And to the max, I think maybe about 30 of them were arrested, all different ages, all different genders, all different...
Ver a integrantes de la...
And since then, you can see now people have been dispersing, but for a while, there's probably about 100 to 200 people over there, maybe 100 to 50 people right on this area where you can, if you look, there's like a line of concertina wire that is sort of delineates what's federal land to what's state land, and on this side is where the faith leaders have crossed onto what's considered federal land, and we're arrested by Homeland Security police forces.
Is that what we're looking at right now?
So we have Border Patrol. They're kind of in the green. It's kind of hard to see. It's hard to focus this thing. But then also you have people in black who are Homeland Security federal police forces. And it seems like most of them were the ones who were doing, or the arrest teams and kind of pulling people out, although the Border Patrol was grabbing people for them.
DHS is doing the arresting?
It looks like it. It looked like it, yes. It looks like at least the people wearing police Homeland Security uniforms. Hey, what's up, Mike? Anyways, that's what I got for you. Anyways, thanks. That's it. So,
thank you very much.
No problem.
Alright, so here's what's going on. Renzo just gave it to you, and what you're looking at right now is border cops in the U.S. We're looking from the Mexican side of the border through all of this. It's called concertina wire.
Concertina wire, yeah.
So there's like a concertina wire mesh. And so I guess they arrested like at least 30 people. So that's what the Department of Homeland Security is doing on Human Rights Day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It's International Human Rights Day, everybody. I forgot to mention that. Thanks, Sam Slovak. He is out here to my right. Slavic. I apologize. Journalist has been on the ground here for a bit, and you mentioned that today is International Human Rights Day.
Yeah, Human Rights Day, International Human Rights Day. I think it's like 30th or 80th year, but so the Department of Homeland Security. I'm sorry for laughing. I'm John. I'm Paul. Please, if you're watching, just say hi, because you're over the street on Facebook. A lot more people will be able to see your smile.
All right, I'm gonna take this down. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna move you. I know you've been staring at this for so long. It was about 30. I didn't count exactly. It was a lot.
Yeah. So that's what we're.
All right, so we're gonna move away from this fence. That was your shot for forever. So here's the border wall. There's the ocean. I was in it earlier because I felt like the best shot was over here. I'm gonna show you my barefoot. Kind of silly. I'm gonna sit it on my face. I just want to thank everyone who joined us. Thanks to our new